What's up, folks? No honeydicking, no messing around. This is the unboxing of the Honor Magic V5 Global, and stay tuned for the setup of the global version. Now, this being a Chinese manufacturer, you get everything you need in the box. Obviously the phone, the USB-C charging cable, the 66 watt plug, which is UK, folks. This is a UK charging plug. This is the global version. Inside the other box, you'll have your usual manual and the colour matched case, hinge protection included. And as I've said before, Honor, Xiaomi, Oppo, all these Chinese manufacturers just nail unboxing experiences. Unlike Sony, Google, Apple, Samsung, to name but a few. So the case itself is super premium. It does protect the back and hinge of the case. Obviously the front has an installed screen protector already, as does the inner screen. While you can change the outer screen protector, do not change the inner screen protector. You can add a matte coating protector if you like, but do not remove the inner screen protector. This will void your warranty and your hands will be covered in special glue. Now, as you can see, the phone is stunning. Nothing you haven't seen on this channel already, because I do have the V5 Gold Chinese version. Zero of the hardware on the global to the Chinese version is different. As you can see here, the hinge, the dimensions, the colour, it's all the exact same. What is different though is the software. And now I just want to talk you through the quick and easy setup process for the Honor Magic V5. But also stay tuned, because I am going to give some further thoughts on my video yesterday and the video the day before yesterday, talking about the Samsung Z Fold 7 and the Honor Magic V5, because there still seems to be some misunderstanding as to which phone I prefer and which one I think is the best. So, global version, so of course choose English as your language, and then you'll see already selected by default is the United Kingdom as your region. Go ahead and accept all the usual terms and conditions for Honor, like you would on any other phone when you're setting it up. At this point you can insert your SIM card or add your eSIM. I'm skipping this process because I will not be putting my SIM card in it as of yet. I still have to transfer some WhatsApps and do other things with my Samsung Z Fold 5. But yes, my main SIM card will now be moving to the V5 Global version. So once you've connected to your Wi-Fi, go ahead and read the terms, accept the terms, do what you're doing. I amn't transferring. So now that you're connected to Wi-Fi, you will be prompted to transfer your information from an old device. You can do this with an Android phone or an iPhone. All phones are supported. The quickest and best way to do it from Honor to Samsung, for example, is by using a cable. It will actually be the only option that Honor give you. However, there is an Honor clone app which will help when you set up the phone to transfer over all the apps that may have got missed during the Android transfer stage. Not that any do get missed, but just to be on the safe side. So, as mentioned, you are best using a cable. You will only have the option to use a cable. Here you can see my V5 is ready to be set up. Because it's the global version, far easier to set up. And I'm going to be taking all my information from my current daily driver, the Samsung Z Fold 7. So simply connect the cable from the Honor to the Samsung, and within a second or two you're going to be prompted to transfer all your information. Just allow permissions, and then for about 5 minutes it'll do its business, and then you're good to go. There's really not much more you need to do with the transfer process. All you'll have to complete on your new phone is adding your passwords for your email, which I'm doing now. I'm not going to show you, obviously. I should actually say the other thing you will have to do that doesn't transfer over is your biometrics. Fingerprint and face recognition is what I use on all of my phones. So there we go. You've done your biometrics. And as you can see here, you have the Google Discovery feed. You have Android Auto. You have smartwatch connectivity. You have eSIM support. This is a fully global version, as if you're buying from Honor UK, but these ones come from Honor Hong Kong, Honor Singapore and Honor Malaysia, all with a UK charging plug. So I've done many videos before on what I do to set up my phone. I always make it an app drawer rather than having all the apps in the home screen. I also always remove any of the bloatware and rubbish that's on the phone. You can simply long press on any app and click uninstall for those that you don't use. Here I am just having a little shot with multitasking, which is obviously seamless on the V5. So that's the unboxing and setup process. I just want to quickly throw it back to me so we can discuss the whole V5 versus Z Fold 7 debacle. So, just to close this little mini saga regarding the Samsung Z Fold 7 and the Honor Magic V5, we're in my thoughts of the V5 video and my reaction video. Some of you are still justifying your reaction by saying, the issue is you slammed the Samsung so much, now you're saying it's your favourite phone out there. Absolutely bullshit. You just do not fucking listen. You are negative beyond belief, so much so that you're thick as shit. And I'm sorry, I have to say that. And I know you weren't expecting it, and I'm sorry if you don't like the bad language. But I made essentially an apology about the title because I did change it because I did feel that, you know what, it wasn't a full review. I then clarified my thoughts about the video and what the video was, and I'm still getting just a few, and this isn't, trust me, I'm okay, but just a few people that simply do not understand because they simply can't achieve anything in their own lives. Can I please remind you, real shit happens in the world, and we're talking about mobile phones. So just to clarify, for the final time, for you fucking idiots, the Samsung Z Fold 5 is not the best fold phone on the planet. I have never said it is. I said of the two phones, I preferred using the Z Fold 7 over the Honor Magic 5 Chinese version because that's the version I had at the time. Now that I've got the global V5 version, I will do what I always do. Slap my SIM card in it, use it for a while, then give my full review. But to clarify, the V5, global or non-global, is a better all-round phone than the Samsung Z Fold 7. As I have always said and ad nauseum, I have also said the V5 is a better phone than the Oppo N5, which, by the way, the Oppo N5 is arguably still better than the Z Fold 7. What I said in my video that you just can't get through your thick fucking skulls, I prefer using the Z Fold 7 because of the software. I still slam in every video, and I'll do it again here now so you can hear me. The battery life is awful. It needs to be a bigger battery. It needs to be silicon carbon. The fact that they remove stylus support is an absolute joke and a disaster just to save on thinness when the V5 is thinner and has stylus support. That's an absolute joke, Samsung. Get your shit together. And then there's the price. I have two Z Fold 7s because I paid £1,000 per device. If you can pick up a Z Fold 7 brand new for £1,000, absolutely snap it up. It's well worth £1,000. It's not worth $2,000 or £1,800. And I have consistently said that in every video. The reason I slammed Samsung and some other reviewers without naming names is because they skirted round those facts because they were paid by Samsung. One thing I am not and will never be is paid by fucking Samsung to deliver products. I've been invited to the Honor V5 global launch at the end of August. How do you think they're going to feel knowing that I'm giving you a video on the V5 Global 6 weeks before any fucking embargo? That's because that's who I am. I'm giving you the content you want to see and I like doing. I will not be controlled by any manufacturers, and I certainly won't let trolls control my content. And I almost forgot to mention this. There are still comments spread out some videos from, I don't even want to abuse you anymore, you're just not worth it, from certain trolls that say I only push the Chinese phones to boost sales through my store. If I was pushing the Chinese phones, how can you trolls suddenly think that I am now favouring the Samsung? Because I don't get any benefit from that. I've sold like 50, maybe 75 Samsung devices through my store in the past 14 months. Whereas I've sold nearly 5,000 of all the other ones. So no. Me saying I prefer Samsung software is absolutely not helping me push sales, because that is not the aim of anything. If I wanted to lie to you and push more sales, I would say the V5 is the best phone ever. It's got the best software. It's the best experience. And I would also say buy the Chinese version because it's better than the global, because my profit margin is better on the Chinese version than it is the global. But I'm not saying that. I'm sitting here saying if you're choosing between the global or Chinese, you should go for the global version, even though it is more expensive. But I'll get to that video another day, comparing the two. And this isn't an isolated comment from me about saying when you should upgrade or not upgrade or buy or not buy. Here's a clip from my Vivo X200 Ultra review. If you want to save yourself a couple of $100, go with the X100 Ultra. This phone still has 3 years of software support, 4 years of security patches, and it's a beast. And for those that are going to ask in the comments, if you own the X100 or X200 Pro, should you consider upgrading to the Ultra devices? Simply, no. Vivo have absolutely smashed hardware, software, photography, videography, colour science. With the Zeiss lenses, everything is bang on with all phones. So I think if you've used your listening ears, you can hear me very clearly say, if you've got the X200 Pro, you should not upgrade to the X200 Ultra, which would impact my sales if I gave a toss about pushing sales through the store. But as you can see in this screenshot, still had 150 plus 150 actually, because this doesn't factor in the UK store. So over 150 X200 Ultras sold, even though I was saying, look, don't upgrade. And I know a large percentage of the people that bought the X200 Ultra bought the X200 Pro too. So that's the last I'm ever going to mention this. I am not here to pander to you. I don't regret making the reaction video yesterday. For those that are saying, Mike, don't react to the commenters, I don't regret doing that because I did get the title wrong in my opinion. I admitted that. But for all the other stuff, it's just people online should not be able to get away with what they can say with no repercussions. And the fact that some of you people are old enough to vote, have children, carry firearms, depending on the country you're in, absolutely petrifies me. I'll be back soon with the versus video of the Z Fold 7 and the V5 Global. Until next time.